Hey kids, welcome back to ETA. Got a really big show for you this week. I got the band Parmelee in the house. Woohoo! These guys are amazing. You're gonna dig it. They get their new single, Girl in Mine. It's top 10 right now, and I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's do it.
Try not fast.
Okay, put it in the Atmos theme. All right, guys, welcome back. All right, the band Parmelee. These guys have been around since about 2001. I started gigging, grinding it out in the bars, doing the thing, which is always near and dear to my heart. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So around 2010, they're getting close to getting signed. They had a little RV out back, and the two brothers, Matt and Scott, were in the RV, and these thugs broke in and tried to rob them. And by the grace of God, Scott had a gun in the back and took care of business. But in the process, he was shot 3 times. I had, I think, 3 blood transfusions, wound up in the hospital for like 30 days. So it was a rough go. This is before they ever got a record deal. So to say these guys have put in their dues is the understatement of the century. So they got signed in 2011 to Stony Creek, which is a subsidiary label of our home label here, BMG. And they had their big hits have been like Carolina, Just the Way. Take My Name was actually the Billboard song, most played song of 2022. So they've just been killing it, and I got to work with them on their new single, which is called Girl in Mine, and it's been on the charts, good grief, 54 weeks now. So this is about a year old, and it's still grinding. It's in the top 10, and as a writer and a publisher, that's a good day, friends. So I'm proud of them. I really like them. They're just great kids, and they're super talented. So we're gonna break down their song Girl in Mine. But before we do that, let me tell you a couple list of pieces of business to take care of. We're so happy to announce our brand new sponsors. Sweetwater is in the house, baby, and that is a huge thing. We'll have some links below. If you guys, anything you need, if it's from guitar strings to speakers to microphones to whatever you need, go to the site. We got a little link that you can hit on. It's going to help us as a channel, and it's going to help you get a great deal and a great product. There's no place like Sweetwater. I don't know if you've never heard of it or you haven't checked it out. It's an unbelievable place. So that's number one. Number two, VOROMotors out of California. They are the guys that sold me my one and only Wolfie, the scooter. So those guys are awesome, and if you want one, we'll have a link to that also as well, where you go on our site and you pick one up, and for your own, you have your own Wolfie. Start your own wolf pack, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You'll love it. So last but not least, Triad Orbit. These guys, I am a junkie on their stuff. It is like my kryptonite. I love this stuff. It's all these little parts and stuff, that mic stands and hookups, and their stuff is NASA quality. This stuff is amazing, and we could not function as a Atmos studio, or much less as a YouTube studio. All my cameras are all the stands, all the lighting, everything is all 100% tried in this room, and with more coming. So we're proud to have them on board as sponsors, and we're looking forward to doing business with all these guys for years to come. So enough of that. Let's get on to Girl in Mine with Parmelee, and let's take it to Pro Tools. Let's do it. All right, boys and girls, you might have noticed I had to change my shirt. Well, I took a little break to go over to get something to eat. I went over to my favorite barbecue joint here in town called Martin's. It's off of Elston Place. It's smoking good. And anyways, had a little barbecue sauce and the old, let's just say, barbecue sauce 1, old Jeffy's blue shirt 0. So we had to come back here and make a little wardrobe change. So now let's go to Pro Tools. Let's do this. Okay, here we are. Got everything queued up, ready to rock and roll. Let's listen to a verse and a chorus. I know you've heard this song a million times, but let's check it out a little bit. Here we go.
In my t-shirt, in my ride, running circles in my mind. Couple billion in the world, baby, you're the only girl in mine. You took the single out of my life. Now I can't wait to see you tonight. In my CJC, messing with my rear view. No, I don't feel like me, girl, if I ain't got you. In my t-shirt, in my ride, running circles in my mind. Couple billion in the world, baby, you're the only girl. In that picture in my pocket, on my cell phone when I lock it, it's all you, no lie, baby, you're the only girl in mine. Now,
Awesome, man. What a song. All right, first off, let's check out what I got cooking here. Let's go to the drums. We'll start with those bad boys first. I'm going to solo those guys up. And as you see me do before, it's going down here to my subgroup, which is going over to Mr. Upmix. Mr. Nugent there, doing his thing over there. Nothing in the center as always. Got a little bit of sub going on this one just because it's got that drop and just kind of accentuate that and make that a little bigger and fill up the room. So the drums, and this is such a good loop, and this is well played. The live drums and the loop. Sometimes, you know, loops can be afterthoughts. This was definitely planned, especially when they come into the chorus. The way the drummer's playing it matches what the loop does, and they complement each other. And the perk does the same thing. So that's rare. That's what makes this thing feel so good. So here we go. Check it out. Yeah, that's cool. Super, super good playing and programming there, boys. Okay, let's get out of that. Then we're going to go over to Mr. Bass, and it looks like I've got two basses, and they're being doubled. Two in the rear, two in the front, all in objects. The only thing I'm adding to each one of these basses is just a little bit of our bass love. Not doing a whole lot, just a little 80. Little kicker there just to fill up the low end. Same thing with this one. Matched them on the two tracks. Okay. Now let's go on over here to the acoustics and some programs. This is really cool. I love the way they do this. Get in the acoustics here. We'll hit it sometime. I'll kind of come in about right here. Check this out. This is cool. Cool parts. That's cool. I love the way they do the counter melodies and the Q&A with the guitars, and so I tried to pan those around to where you could really feel that, because that's a gift, and you don't hear that on a lot of songs anymore. That becomes an afterthought for a lot of folks, but not with these cats. So then let's roll on down in here into these keyboard parts. Pretty cool stuff going on there. And about there. Run on that one. This one right here is pretty cool. Look what we did here. It's panned up high in the front. That's for the piano. I've got a little eighth note delay on it that's kind of just giving it the essence of it's kicking in the room a little bit. This one here. Same thing with that one. So they're just kind of moved a little bit up in the room and a little bit back in the room, up top, but not skyrocketing. Sometimes I do that, but not on this song. I didn't need it. All right, let's get down here to the electric guitars. And they're just killer stuff. Really want to focus on the solo. It was really good. Love the tone of it. Crazy sounding. Only thing I did to this was my quarter note delay trick, where I send up to the top of the room up here and then to the rear of the room down low. And that just works so good. It just fills up the room and makes the guitar player just seem heavenly. So, but listen to the solo. Here we go. That's cool. It's got some angst on it. I like that. That's awesome. Then let's jump into Mr. Steel guitar here. This is kind of cool. So as you guys know, I like to take steel and move it up top a lot because it has a tendency to conflict with a lot of guitars and a lot of acoustic guitars and things like that, where you move it up top to get it out of the way when they do those chimes, which is very, very popular and common with steel guitar players. They do those chimes, you've got it up high and it's out of the way of the other guitars, and you hear it that way without having to turn it up so much that it's piercing. So check this out. I don't know if he's doing a chime right here, but that's where I put him. Yeah. Cool stuff. Yeah. That is super fun. Now, let's get to the taters. Meat and taters. These boys can sing. Now, a lot of times I'll whine and bitch and moan a little bit when I get background vocals or harmony vocals grouped up into a stereo mix. Like, really? But when it's a group like this, part of their sound is that blend. And these guys, as I told you earlier in the show, they've spent a long time perfecting that blend, and it's amazing. So the fact that they send me a stereo mix with the BGVs in a stereo mix just makes my job easier, and that way I don't screw up the mix. I don't screw up the sound of what everybody knows is Parmelee. So in this instance, that's the only way I'd want it. It's Jeff proof. I can't screw it up. So lead vocal, I did a little throw in the first verse just for, hey, this is an Atmos mix, a little creative thing. Nothing crazy. And then when you get into the choruses, Matt's doubling up the lead vocal with just a copy double. So, and I kind of move those back in the room, makes him sound a little bigger, makes him stand out a little bit more in the chorus. Here we go. Check this out.
I ain't got you in my t-shirt, in my ride, running circles in my mind, couple billion in the world, baby, you're the only girl in that picture in my pocket, on my cell phone when I lock it, it's all you, no lie, baby, you're the only girl in mine. Nah, there ain't nothing.
Yeah, man. Them boys can get it, can't they? Man, I love to hear them sing. They're really talented. If you ever get a chance to see these kids live too, man, they are no joke. Man, I've heard them do some things that I heard them do. I think it was Drops of Jupiter live, and that's a tough song to pull off live, and they just wore it for a shirt. It was amazing. So, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Parmelee is such a great band. Good friends, and I hope I get to do a lot more with them in the future. So, hey, thanks for everything. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. All you got to do is just sign up. Come on, we need a few more. We're about 400 and something away. So that's going to be good. Again, thanks to our new sponsors, Sweetwater, Triad, VOROMotors. Couldn't do this without you guys. And excited about the future. We're just going to keep doing this. I got new things coming here. Probably in the next 2 weeks, we're going to launch ETA Live where I'm going to put artists in the room. We're going to sing some stuff live, play some stuff live, mix it in Atmos, all live. I don't think it's ever been done before like that, but watch this. It's going to be fun. All right, guys, have a blessed week, have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Don't forget, subscribe and click the bell down below and make sure you get notified for all of our upcoming episodes here at Enter the Atmosphere.